and restate this. Jesse Palmer and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Terrapins offense has the ball first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Yeah, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, with the wrinkles off of the way they use him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do...
There we go. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Catch in the middle. It's Rasmussen. And a play that can really get you going if they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. They're going to need better effort in the back end of this defense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. You know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick. Nice job.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Pulls it in. It's Woodhead. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The give on the inside. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pressure coming. Makes the grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The play action fake. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air on second down. Got the quick pass. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. Guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's reeled in. It's Woodhead. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this week
so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Terrapins are in the hurry-up. Lost fire on second down. The quick out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. And he tackles him for no gain.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do.
Practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. This time it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for second down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He lets it fly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's circling the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Out of the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll ride Davis here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the air on Got his man quickly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking to fire. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple of scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking...
Turning it on! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Rushes on him. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Terrapins want to move quickly. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing it in. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here's a hit. Blasted as he lets it go. On target over the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And he missed it. No good. But they really feel good. Something finally goes wrong. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connor in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park.
The Terrapins will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10. set the tone with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in backfield. It's Woodhead. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself,
trying to get behind the defense. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it behind the line. Woodhead. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got the back over the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
29.
From the gun, running back on the move. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the mark. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Extending the play. Finding an escape route. They stop him short of the mark, and they'll turn it over on down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. It's in the open. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give to Davis. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got his man on the outside. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know catch it, and I can depend on it.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Scanning the field. It's Coffee. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Gets open now. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Keene. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. So the final period starts with a second down play. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair. Just outside the 40. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these.
There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware that you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't...
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He was looking for some running room and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. Just putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Fires downfield. Got a man in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Let's go.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Coffee. On the move to his left. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Reads it, fires complete. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger